Hey, I'm ChristopherJMUA and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are reviewing the Colourpop X Sailor Moon collection. And this is by far one of the most iconic collections I've ever seen from Colourpop. Granted, Colourpop creates some of the most iconic collections anyway, but this is one of the great ones. I was a 90s baby. I loved the 90s. Sailor Moon was from the 90s. Although I did switch from her to Dragon Ball Z for a little while. Either way, we get to go back in time a little bit and enjoy this Sailor Moon collection. So if you want to know everything that's in this Sailor Moon collection, know the details, the prices, and see what kind of look I create with these products, then stay exactly where you are, keep doing exactly what you're doing, and keep on watching. This is so cute. This is the palette and it has Usagi on the front of it. It's just so beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm the pretty guardian who fights for love and justice. I'm ChristopherJMUA, and in the name of the moon, I'll punish you. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, you're a true fan. Okay, now this collection has 7 pieces to it. It has the Sailor Moon Pretty Guardian eyeshadow palette, 2 lip bundles which contain an ultra blotted lip and an ultra glossy lip, 2 glitterally obsessed glitters, and 2 pressed powder blushes with Luna on the front of them, so that's cute as well. Now I got my collection from Ulta the very first day it launched at Ulta. The initial release from Colourpop on Colourpop.com, there was no way I could get a hold of it. Everything was sold out within like, I don't know, 10 minutes probably. Or at least most things were sold out. And then by the time I actually got on the website, I realized everything was gone, so I didn't get a chance to get it then. But then, whenever everything came out in Ulta, I was at Ulta the moment the store opened. I was gonna make sure that I got this collection. So I did. And now, you can't find it on Ulta.com. I looked so that I could pull up the pricing for you guys, but it's not there. So the only way you can get it from stores right now, if they even have any inventory left, is to go in the store and see if the display is still out and see if there's any stock left and then grab what you can. Or Colourpop is supposed to have a restock. I don't know when for sure, but I do know that they're going to have one more. This is a limited edition collection, so once it's all gone and they don't do a restock on it again, that's it. It's over. So I had to get it. I had to. So let's go ahead and dive into these products and let's create a look. We're gonna start with the Pretty Guardian palette. This is what she looks like. It's so pretty. Then if we flip it over, we have the shade names on the back. Please don't mind my nails. This is the first time I've ever done my nails myself. All of the acrylic and everything. So like, I know it's bad. It's okay. And then we flip it back over. And if we open her up, we have a holographic cover to the palette, which is super neat. ASMR moment. Then let's open her up. We'll let the protective sheet fall out. And here's the palette. Wow. Yep, she's beautiful. Now the description on Ulta's website says one of our most requested collabs is here with the most kawaii palette ever. Pretty pastels in matte, metallic, foiled, and super shock finishes create these sweet looks. It is so pretty. And they didn't include a mirror in the palette, so they could keep it $20, which is really exciting. I just noticed one of my shades looks like maybe it was accidentally swatched. Not like a full swatch, but like touched. That's okay. I'm not gonna be nitpicky because I probably won't find another one, so I don't mind. Now I do want to swatch this for you guys, so I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to get into swatching. The first shade is the shade Shining Moon. Then the shade Twilight Flash. The shade Silver Crystal. Mooncastle. The shade Full Moon. Then the shade Silver Millennium. This is definitely a super shock. Then the shade Mare Serenitatis, or Sea of Tranquility. Very glittery. Then the shade Luna, the little kitty cat. Then the shade Justice. The shade Tuxedo Rose. The shade Love. And the very last shade is the shade Miracle Romance. Okay, and that is every shade in the Colourpop X Sailor Moon collaboration palette. As always, I will insert photos of the swatches, one with flash here, and one without flash here. Here's a video close-up of all the swatches. This is such a cute palette. There's so much glitter in almost every shade. There are some just matte, but there's a glitter in a lot of them. Obviously. This palette is so cute, and I mean that in the most literal sense of the word. It's not vampy, it's not sultry, it's not pastel. Well, I mean, I guess it has a little bit of pastel, maybe a couple of pastel shades. I don't see like it's screaming pastel. It's cute. I see it being cute. The deepest you're gonna get is the purpley shade. So it's not gonna get very, very dark. Some people love. It is very fitting for Sailor Moon, in my opinion, so far. Most of the shades have some type of glitter suspended in them. Actually, there's only two matte shades that don't. Twilight Flash and Mooncastle. Everything else does, which is also very fitting for Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon has a lot of sparkliness, a lot of glam and glitz, because it's so magical. Magic is shimmery. Didn't you know? Magic twinkles. So today, we're gonna twinkle. Before we twinkle fully, I'm gonna prime my eyes with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer, and I'm going to be using my Dalton Prepping Perfector brush, which is the perfect brush to build a nice base. So let me zoom you guys in and let's get started. Okay, got you zoomed in. Are we close enough? I feel like we are. I feel like we were about, I don't know, let's say 30 centimeters earlier. Oh no, am I out of base? Surely not. Come on, there we go. Okay, whew, thought I was out. I mean, it's not like I don't have other bases I can use. I just wanted to use this one for a change. It's been a while. P. Louise and Gerard Cosmetics. Those two eye bases. They've been running some things. Now that we have a beautifully built up base, I say let's go in with a bunch of sparkle at the very beginning. Let's start using the shade Shining Moon, and I'm going to use my JS5, and we're essentially going to fill this into the whole inner corner of my eye. We're just gonna pack in the shimmer. Oh wow. It's so powdery that whenever I picked it up and tapped my brush off, everything came off my brush. And it's like powdery. Can you see how much powder is on top? That's fine though, because typically, whenever you work with a really powdery shade, that means you're gonna have a lot of pigment go down, as long as the powder sticks to the brush. So this time, I'm not gonna tap off the excess. I'm just gonna stick it to my eye. Oh, she's so sparkly and very peachy. Wow, that's a super peachy tone. Now, using the second Morphe X Jeffree Star collection, I'm gonna use the other JS5. I don't really know if it's the same. No, it's not the same brush. One's shorter than the other by just a little bit. And now I'm gonna go into the shade Tuxedo Rose. Also very shimmery, but very melon tone. And I'm gonna start just packing this right in the center of the crease. You know, I really wish I would have started with the shade Justice in the inner corner, the bright yellow. I think that would have been so pretty, but that's okay. This is still pretty as well. That just would have been more pretty, I think. And now using the Morphe R37 brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Mooncastle. And this one, I'm gonna start packing right on the outer corner. Oh, I'm so glad. I was so worried for a minute that Mooncastle wasn't gonna be deeper, and I was gonna go from light to deep to light. Would have been okay. I could have worked with it, but I really didn't want to have to. This is a really pretty, like, mauve-y rose tone, I guess. I don't really know. I guess it's like a beigey rose. It's a very nice neutral, kind of pink. Now I'm going back in with the first JS5 that I used, back into the shade Shining Moon again, and man, that kickback is still so intense. But now I'm just going to take this shade and start blending all of the shades backwards into each other until we get to the end again. Okay, that's cute. That blended in nicely. They worked well together. There was really no issue with it blending. And now for Tuxedo Rose. Now I will say, as I'm blending these shades, I'm not really seeing the glitter coming through anymore. In the palette, it looks like they're actually gonna stay this time, but they really don't seem to be. I know a lot of the time with these sequin shades, some of them have the ability or capability of showing a lot of the glitter in it once you build it up with a brush, but some of them require that you press in the shadow. Like you use your finger and put it on almost like you would a shimmer so that it captures all those little glitter pieces. And now Mooncastle with the R37 again. And I want to make sure I pull this shade back into that sort of wing shape that I love. Now for me, this is where I'm gonna get kind of indecisive because I don't want to create another purple look, but there's no other way to deepen up this look. Well, take that back. We can actually go kind of maroony, and I guess if I don't want to go purple and I want to deepen it up, the only direction I can go is maroony. So we're gonna go maroony! You guessed it! I'm gonna use the Morphe X Jeffree Star Part 1 JS6 brush, and we're gonna go into the shade Love because I love this deeper tone. Oh wow. That's really, really pretty. I love that. Also, if it helps you guys at all, this is kind of the equivalent of the Morphe M433 brush, except maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, definitely a little bit bigger. No, maybe not even. Either way, it's kind of like the M433, if that helps you. I'm really, really liking this maroon shade, although it is kind of disappearing once it starts blending into the coral in the middle. But that's okay, because we're gonna build it up until it doesn't disappear anymore. We are deepening. That is our goal. This color is just so beautiful. This is one of those that I could just put all over the crease, throw a shimmer on the lid, and be completely happy with it. I am obsessed with this shade. The shade Love is just... I love it. I love love. I can't help it. It's kind of starting to take over the look, and I'm letting it. And I'm not minding. I really don't know what I'm doing here, honestly. I mean, you can tell I don't know what I'm doing. I have a blinding pop of coral on my brow bone with a rosy taupe on the outer edge, and then a peachy peach in the inner corner. What even is my life? Speaking of the peachy peach, let's add more of that. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm a Sailor Moon character and that I get to help save the world, one eyeshadow palette at a time. I don't know how I feel about this look yet. It's not my favorite. If I had a black, I think it would look really, really cool in the end, because I think my problem with it is that I have a little bit of dimension loss with light to really bright to kind of light again. You know what? I'm actually gonna pull Tuxedo Rose all the way out to the outer edge. Of course, it's gonna have shimmer on top of it anyway in the end, but I don't know. I just wanna change it a little bit. I think I'm happier with that. Do want to note that I have quite a bit of glitter fallout all over my face. Well, like all over right here. I can see lots of little bitty chunks. So just so you know, there is fallout. So maybe be aware of that and do your eyes before your face. because you're not gonna get this off your face. Now I'm gonna take the shade Mer Serenitates on this Morphe M167 brush, and we're gonna see if I can pack it on to the lid. Yep, that's not gonna work. Literally picked up nothing. And I dug it through a few times. It grabbed a little bit of glitter. So I'm actually gonna use my ring finger. Oh yeah, much better. That is so pretty, but it has no base to it. It has no solid color base. It's just my eyeshadow base. So that's problematic. Now let me clean my finger off and go into Full Moon. I'm gonna first try again with the Morphe M167, see if I can pick it up on there, because I think Mer Serenitates is more of like a super shock, and I think Full Moon is more of like a metallic shimmer shade. Oh yeah, for sure. That definitely picked up a lot better. So I guess I'm gonna put this on top of glitter. That's actually really neat. Putting it on top of the glitter was a really different effect. I do want to see how the shade picks up with my finger now though. Since it built up fine with a brush, I want to see that kind of extra wablam that it gives. I'm so glad I did that. Wow. That is magical. Literally. That is so beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the JS6 that I used in the shade Love, and I am going to tap a little bit into the shade Miracle Romance, but only a little bit, like just the tiniest bit. And I wanna put this right on the outer corner to see if I can deepen up the look a little bit. I just feel like it's not deep enough for what I want anyway. Nope, all that's doing is adding a purple tint. Never mind, it's not deepening anything. Okay, scratch that. But I am going to take a little bit of the shade Love and pack it on the outer edge of my lid and the inner edge of my lid so I can emphasize that spotlight eye. That is just so pretty. Now I'm going to take this teeny tiny flat packing type brush and go into the shade Silver Crystal, and I'm going to put this right on my brow bone. Well, I thought I was. Where'd it go? Let me try to spray my brush. Just a little bit. Ooh, wow, I got lots of chunks. You know what? I'm just gonna put all the chunks on too. Let's see what happens. Well, I'd say she stuck this time. Wow, she really worked. Okay. Wow. Love that shade with it sprayed and over excessively applied. Wow, it's actually really, really pretty. Okay. It's got just that slight pink tone, but it's still really, really like icy, like shimmery icy. Feel like my eye look resembles a superhero of some kind. Maybe it's the combination of the red and the gold. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna clean up the look and see what it really looks like when it's all shaped and together, I guess. And here we have it with the edges cleaned up. What do you guys think? I think it's okay. I feel like it's missing something. Something I just decided to do that might ruin everything. I have no idea. I don't know. I just feel like something is missing and I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go back in with the JS6 that I started with. This is the one that I went into the shade Shining Moon with. And I'm gonna take this brush and go into the shade Justice, which is the bright yellow shade with all of the glitter in it. I keep forgetting the name of those shadows. Ugh. I literally can't remember. Why is that so much better? Ugh! Yes, this is what I was missing. This is exactly what I was missing. Yay! Okay, good. I was really kind of getting disappointed with myself, not with the palette. The palette's doing great. My color selection and story was not making me happy. But I like this. Yay! This is gonna be the hardest eye to duplicate because I've done so many backwards things, but that's okay. I'm satisfied. Okay, neat. That's so much better. It's so cool now. Okay, so I'm going to create a yellow wing using the Colourpop liquid liner in the shade Make Love. Oh, so much love. I'm so happy. And once I finish that wing, I will be right back. Apparently, because there are so many layers of eyeshadow and eyeshadow base on my eye, that yellow liner doesn't really want to cooperate with the layers of shadow underneath it, and it keeps kind of mixing in with it and getting gunky. So I am going to actually use my Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Punch and apply that instead. Okay, I went ahead and took all of the liner and the shadow off, and then I did it all over again with just the cream gel liner. And now, the only way that I feel like I can be accepting of this, because close up, this liner is really not cute at all, because it's really thick, and my eye is not a 15-year-old eye. You know, I've got some little creases in there. So, I'm actually going to set this shadow with the shade Justice. I think that will be a cute little moment. I think it'll add a little bit of shiny beautifulness to the line, maybe. In the worst case, if it doesn't, at least it will help the little wrinkly spots that my liner has. Now with the yellow wing done and set in place, that's pretty much it for the top of the eye look. So now I'm gonna get you guys zoomed out. I'm also going to go ahead and finish my other eye and get my base makeup done so that we can move on to the blushes, the glitters, and the lipstick. So give me just a few minutes, you just a millisecond, and I will be right back. I now have the other eye completed and the face makeup, or the base makeup, done. Now I'll have you know that just a second ago was yesterday, because I finished doing my yellow wing with my liquid liner and it wasn't opaque enough on top of shadow. So then I went in with my pot liner and it was opaque, but really, really thick and really, really cakey, and it looked like I had, I don't know, dried mud on my waterline or something. So then I went in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eye base and I cut out a wing and I packed the shade Justice on top of it, and that's how we ended up with the wing that we have. So way to go, Anastasia, way to go, Norvina. Thanks for pulling that out there for me so that I could do this today. But after I finished doing that yesterday, I was so frustrated with life that I just took it all off and I went to bed. And I had to start over today. So here I am today with both eyes now done and my face done. And now let's once and for all finish off this look. Now I have got to get some color on this lower lash line because it is sad. It is sad and lonely and it needs some color. It's tired of only being concealed. And since I'm still vowing to stay away from purple, I'm gonna go into the shade Tuxedo Rose again, and we're gonna be using the Morphe M456 brush. We are gonna smoke her out right on this lower lash line. I just love this shade. It is such a beautiful corally pinky tone. It's that perfect mid-tone between the two colors. Now let's tone it down just the tiniest bit with this Moda Pro BMX 466 shade brush. And I'm going to use the shade Twilight Flash to blend this shade out. And see, this really helps smoke it out just a little bit more and kind of blows it out really. But it helps tone out that coral just a little bit so it's not so intense and pulling all of the action from the top of the look. And last, I'm going to take the Morphe M326. This is a very, very tiny shader brush, if you want to call it that. And I'm going to go back into the shade Silver Crystal, and I'm going to use her to lighten up the inner corner a little bit. Oh yeah, she's beautiful. I'm actually going to spray that brush just a little bit. Not really for shine purposes, although that's fine if it does help with that, but mainly to hold on to the shimmer because this Silver Crystal shade is very powdery. Like, it falls out everywhere. Even whenever you go to pick it up, it chunks. It's one of the chunky type shimmers. So I just kind of want to be a little bit more careful with it and see if I wet the brush, if it'll hold on to the shimmer a little bit better. And it does. It also applies it a little bit better. Oh, I love this shade. It's like that pinky toned ice cool shine. Okay, and there we have it for that side. Okay, we are completely done with the eyeshadow palette. So that means the eye look is done aside from mascara and some lashes. We do have the wing on, we have the inner corner highlight, we have the brow bone highlight, we have all the shadow laid out in the shimmer. Now it is time to move on to blushes. We have two blushes in this collection, both of which have Luna, the cutest little kitty cat. Well, except my two kitty cats. They're actually the cutest. But the next cutest kitty cat in the whole wide world, Luna. Usagi's little mentor. And we have one blush in the shade Cat's Eye and one blush in the shade From the Moon. These are each $12 on Colourpop's website, and the description says, brighten your complexion with the perfect natural flush of color in a soft and buildable powder blush. And this is for the shade Cat's Eye. It says it's a pearlized rosy pink with silver pigments. And it's also holographic. It has the scene where Usagi first finds Luna, or Luna first finds Usagi because she'd been looking for her, but Usagi actually finds Luna, kind of. Boys were picking on her and they put a band-aid over her moon. But this is the scene where she picks her up and it shows she's irritated with the band-aid on her head. Super cute, regardless of the story behind it. And if we open it up, it definitely is rosy toned. You can't really see the silver pigments on camera, but I can assure you they are there. It is very twinkly. Let me see if I get closer if you can see it. I mean, you can kind of see them. Yeah, you can definitely see them. Okay, and here's the cover close up. I just had to show you. Then the next shade, From the Moon, is a matte, vibrant pink. Yes, it is. It does not have silver pigment throughout it. It is just a matte, bright pink. It also has Luna on the front of it, where Usagi finds Luna. Cute. Now, which one do we wear today? You know what? I think I want a little bit deeper of a tone on my cheeks and not quite the fluorescent bright pinkness of the shade. From the Moon is bright pink. I don't want to use that one today. Cat's Eye has the silver pigments in it. Typically, I do not go for blushes with any kind of shimmer or glitteriness to them, but with From the Moon being so bright, I don't really want to go for that today because I feel like my eye look is pulling all of that brightness. So I want to keep the cheeks toned down a little bit. In worst case, if I decide that I do want it to be brighter, I can go in with the brighter one next. And since I don't have any of the Colourpop blush brushes, we're going to use this Real Techniques blush brush. Super cute, super wide. And we're going to go into the shade Cat's Eye and see what it looks like. And something to note from today's makeup look, I used all Colourpop products, or at least all that I had, and I didn't use a very intense bronzer, which is weird for me. I know, but that means that my blush needs to kind of go along with that, and I don't need to go ham like I normally do. So let's see what we look like here. Good. This is a very buildable blush. It's not going to be one of those you put it on and you instantly regret all the decisions from your entire life. It's not one of those blushes. It's weird. I don't know if I'm seeing the little silver pigments. Oh no, I am. Wow, I really am. But I love how it's just adding a little bit of flush to the skin. Like it said on the description. Just adds a little bit of flush. That's exactly what it's doing. Now let's move on to the next products, which are the lip products. We have 2 lip bundles here, but on the Colourpop website, I only found 1 lip bundle, and it had an ultra glossy lip and an ultra blotted lip, which was the daylight bundle. There's a daylight bundle and a moonlight lip bundle. And I can only assume the pricing of the moonlight bundle based on the daylight bundle since I couldn't find the moonlight one. So the daylight bundle is $15. And it contains the Usagi Ultra Blotted Lip and the Moon Tiara Ultra Glossy Lip. This is the Ultra Blotted Lip. And this is the Ultra Glossy Lip. Wow, that's really orange. Definitely makes sense for a daylight theme because they are both a little bit on the lighter side of tones. Each of those lip products is also available for $8 by themselves. And the description for the formula of the Ultra Blotted Lips from Colourpop is for that soft, diffused, just blotted look. Our medium coverage liquid lipstick dries matte, doesn't budge, and feels soft and comfy on the lips. And it says this one is a sheer tone pink, the Usagi shade. Then the description for the Moon Tiara shade is glass-like shine with subtle shimmer and sheer tint. Enriched with jojoba oil to moisturize, nourish, and provide a cushiony feel for juicier, fuller looking lips. I've always wanted juicy lips. This one is yellow-orange with gold and pink pinpoints. The gold and pink pinpoints are very, very tiny micas of glitter. Very tiny. And now for the Moonlight bundle. I'm assuming this one would also be $15 online if it were available or if it becomes available with the restock. And within this collection, we have the Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Bunhead, which is what some dude calls Usagi. I forgot who the dude is, but she always ends up randomly throwing things on his head and doesn't mean to, and he always says, "Watch what you're doing, you bunhead!" And then the gloss is in the shade Sailor Moon. That's really hard to see. I'm trying, I'm sorry. Obviously, I'm not like the expert lip swatcher. Well, that didn't show up hardly at all, did it? Let's get some more. I feel like the brush kinda took away a lot of our coverage. Okay, there's a little more. Very, very corally. It's like the eyeshadow shade. Okay, now the description for the Sailor Moon Ultra Glossy Lip in this collection is pinky coral gloss with gold pinpoints. I would say so, definitely so. And then the Ultra Blotted Lip in Bunhead. That's just so funny. It is a sheer rosy pink. That is also very true. I can also see why that would be called Moonlight, because it's a little bit of, not necessarily deep tones. I mean, based on the eyeshadow palette, you can see how deep that gets. There's not going to be a deeper lip in this collection, that's for sure. But it's the deeper tones. I mean, you can even tell the difference just by looking at them. So you have Daylight and Moonlight. Honestly, it's just the undertone. This one has a little bit more of a rosy pinkiness to it, and then this one on the gloss is a little bit more corally instead of it being light and yellowy. But what am I feeling today? Do I just want gloss? Do I want an Ultra Blotted Lip? Actually, I haven't tried the Ultra Blotted Lip formula, so I do want to try the Ultra Blotted Lip. This one. What is this one? Usagi. We're gonna put Usagi all over our lips. Very lightweight formula. I don't really even feel it there. It's not scented, as far as I can tell. No, it just smells makeup-y. Definitely does not seem like the most coverage. Does feel like medium, or look like medium. It's not getting clumpy or anything though, which is really nice. I would like it to build up a little bit more. I'm just afraid of it getting chunky. Okay, this is literally one of the most comfortable lip formulas I've ever tried. It feels like nothing on the lip. I can feel it drying down, so it lets me know it's not gonna be all gross and transfery. And I can layer it up. The only thing I would do differently next time is probably use a lip liner, because I'm not the greatest at making my lips lined, but that's okay because it's not so bad. And it looks really pretty, and I really like the color. I think the color works with the look. I think it looks good. I'm happy. Kind of want to go in with the gloss, but also kind of don't, because I really like this transfer-proof finish. I think for now I actually am going to stick with just this. You know, I'm still going to be talking. I've still got to live some of my life throughout the day, and I'm gonna eat again because I'm already getting hungry again. So I know that's gonna happen. It's only 7:04 p.m. We've got some life to live. Okay, now we are to the last product, which is the Glitterally Obsessed. And I am obsessed with the Glitterally Obsessed. Yes, I did mean to do that. These are the shades Moonlight Legend and Moon Prism Power. They are both $9, and the description on Colourpop's website for Moonlight Legend is "Get obsessed. This long-wearing glitter-packed gel paste provides ultra-intense sparkle. This is going to be a soft lilac with opalescent flip and moon-shaped glitter." That's super cute. I love that. Let's see what this one looks like. Moonlight Legend. There she is. There's Miss Moonlight Legend. There's the shade Moonlight Legend. I really, really like that. Now that I finally got the other one off my hand, this is Moon Prism Power, and this is my favorite. It is so cool. The description is soft pink with multi-dimension. Oh, no. Oh, I got the description backwards. This one is soft lilac with opalescent flip and moon-shaped glitter. That would explain why the other one didn't have moon-shaped glitter. The other one was actually soft pink with multi-dimensional glitter. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Well, here is Moon Prism powder. Oh, and this is my favorite. This is literally what my dreams are made of. I wish you could see this in its true full potential. Even what you can see is still good. It's like a third of the magic that happens on my hand. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, these are so cute. I have put a moon here, a star here, and a star here. And it's perfect for a Sailor Moon look. This glitter is exactly what I would expect a Sailor Moon glitter to be like. That's what I love so much about these Colourpop Glitterly Obsessed, because it's not only the big shaped glitters that they include in them, but it is also the fact of the glitter that they suspend them in. It's like a science and an art, because the stars and moons inside this Moon Prism Power Glitterly Obsessed would be nothing without the giant hexagons and the blue, purple, teal, and yellow circular glitters that are also included in it, that are underneath the stars and moons, because that's what makes it look magical and, like, I don't know, just extra. You know, extra special for Sailor Moon. And I just love it. I'm obsessed, as I said, with the Glitterly Obsessed. They just have their own thing going on and they make my heart happy. I want all of them. Just all of them. I want to put them all over my body. I just want to be glittery forever. And if I do ever put one all over my body, I probably will be glittery forever. And with the Glitterly Obsessed, that is the conclusion of the entire collection of the Colourpop X Sailor Moon collaboration collection. What do you guys think about the look? Wait, I never did my mascara and my lashes. Okay, so I'm gonna go do those off camera real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, went ahead and put on a cream gel liner in the shade CRSSD from Colourpop. Used the Colourpop BFF mascara in the shade Black on Black, and used the Colourpop falsies in the style Dame. So after all of that is done, that is officially the entire look completed from the collection. So now, what do you guys think? I love the look. My 90s childlike nostalgia loves the entire collection, especially that it has the holographic displays on front. That just makes my heart so happy. It fills my heart with joy, okay? So, yeah, they probably suckered me in with all of that also. But aside from just suckering me in with packaging, I actually enjoyed what I used. Is the eyeshadow palette made for Elvira? No, it's not. It is a cute eyeshadow palette, like I said. It has very light, springy tones, perfect for this time of year. By the way, might I add, this is a very springy type look, which I'm okay with, because like I said, it's that time of year. I do think that the lip bundles are both very, very similar, and you could probably get away with just picking one of them if you like more of the light yellowy tone, or if you like more of the deeper pinky tone. Kind of just choose between those. I don't really think you need both. I just think they're close enough within the color story that they contain that one of them would be safe. Especially between the ultra blotted lips, they seem much closer in tone than the glosses do, for sure. The blushes are definitely enough apart that they will be worth picking up depending on what tone you want, or if you like both of them, go for both of them. I like what it did for my cheek. I like the tone that it applied, and the glittery pieces isn't too much for me. And I am a stickler for shimmery blush. I just don't like it. I'm never gonna like it. And that wasn't too much. I'm happy with that. The Glitterly Obsessed shades, you guys know how I feel about these. I love them every time. I want to collect them every time. I love them. I want them all. I want to keep them all. I will say with the eyeshadow palette, it was a little powdery in a couple of shades. So like with the shade Shining Moon, tons of kickback in the pan. Tons. There was a whole bunch. And the Silver Crystal shimmery shade was not only shimmery on the brush and on my eye, it was also shimmery all over my face and everywhere else. So just keep that in mind. Maybe just do your eyeshadow before the rest of your face whenever you're using this palette, or at least whenever you're using the shades that I experienced a lot of kickback and fallout with. You could create a rather neutrally shade with this. About a third of the palette is going to be your bright, oversaturated, if you will, tones. The rest are kind of muted and toned down and more along the neutral side of things. So you could roll with neutral and just a slight pop if you wanted to with this palette. Just remember that you're not going to be able to deepen it up really. That's just not something that's going to happen with this palette. So if you want a deep, dark, vampy look, don't get it. You won't experience that with this palette. But other than that, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's perfect for anyone who loves Sailor Moon or has a slight obsession with 90s nostalgia. I think it's perfect for a collector of 90s things. Or if you just want to reminisce on the past, that's fine too. It's perfect for that as well. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you enjoyed all of the products that we used today. Let me know what you did and did not like. If you like the look, if you like the collection, what you think about it. I'm ready for Colourpop to do like a whole Powerpuff Girls collaboration and a whole like Pokemon collaboration. Ooh, Pokemon would be iconic. I want to see that happen. That needs to happen. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. If you liked the video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up because it does let me know that you like the content, but it also lets others know that you like my content. Also, if you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. And if you gain nothing out of this video, if you gain nothing out of any of my videos, then please at least gain this, and that is to always remember and never forget that you are absolutely beautiful. And I love you guys. Bye.